We're doing the fifth body, and we have 5 people today. So that's like perfect. So we're just going to jump right in and rock and roll. Let's bring our hands together. Big inhale through the nose and exhale deeply all the way down. Get all the stale air out. And then big inhale, filling up the lungs from the bottom through the mid ribs all the way up to the clavicular, up into the head. Full breath. And now exhale from the top down. Getting all the air out. And let's inhale to begin. Let's do 2 more times. Big inhale, inhale a little bit more, tall spine. Let's bring the hands into fists, thumbs pointed straight up, 60 degrees, straight arms. Eyes are at the third eye center, and breath of fire. Breath of fire comes from the navel center. Also the breath is going up and in simultaneously at the diaphragm area. Make sure your eyes are closed, half inch up, half inch in, stimulating the pituitary gland, stretching the optic nerve. The spine is tall, chest is lifted, chin is slightly in. Now continue with the tongue out through the mouth. Very detoxifying, powerful breath. Lion's breath. A little bit more. And through the nose, close the mouth. Make sure the arms are 60 degrees, thumbs pointed straight up, arms are straight. And inhale, thumb tips come together, stretch all the way up the spine, through the hands, and exhale around. And let's come lying on our backs. You may feel some tingling sensations. A little lightheadedness. That's normal. And now we're going to pull in on our navel center. That's 2 to 3 fingers below the belly button and about 1 inch in. That's the nabi nexus, the nabi plexus. 72,000 nerve endings there. We're going to be pulling in on that area and up the spine as we lift our legs 6 inches off the floor, straight legs with pointed toes. Our head is laying on the floor. So just 6 inches off the floor. If you need support, you can sit on your hands. Just lifting the legs. If 2 legs up is too much, you can just do 1 leg at a time. Pointing the toes. And now lift the chest up. The head follows, looking at the toes, and breath of fire. Engaging the navel center. Looking at the big toes. Powerful breaths. If 2 legs is too much, just do 1 leg at a time. Just another 20 seconds left. Good, powerful breaths. 5, 4, 2, and inhale, hold. Inhale a little bit more. And exhale, release. Relax. Sink into the floor. Just let go. Relax everything. Let the energy circulate. Let it go where it needs to go. We're waking up the 80 trillion odd cells in your body. Some people have more or less. If you're 8 foot tall, you probably have more. Good. Just relax here. And now hug your knees in. And roll side to side a few times. Just relax your spine. So this is a little warm up for the 10 bodies. Preparing the body. And come to center. And breath of fire with the tongue out. 10 seconds. And now close your mouth through the nose, breath of fire, keep it going. As you bring your nose to your knees. Rolling yourself up into a little ball, last little bit of breath of fire here. Anytime we're doing breath of fire, it's for our nervous system, our pranic body, our auric body. Ten seconds, powerful. And inhale, hug yourself into a tight ball. Inhale a little bit more. Hold. And release. Straighten your legs out. Sink into the floor. Let the energy circulate. And let's hug our knees in again. This time let's roll forward and backward on the spine. Go all the way from the lower part of the spine at the coccyx all the way up to the shoulders. And let's just make our way up into easy pose. Yeah. Hey, you guys get woken up a little bit there? Feel energized a little bit? Really good. Actually grounds you too, so when you get done with the Kundalini class, if you're feeling a little bit like spacey, you know, even though it's counterintuitive, breath of fire brings you back into the body. So we're talking about the 5th body today, the 5th spiritual body, the 5th dimension. And so that's the gateway between the body-mind of the 1 through 4 and the spirit-mind of the 6 through 9. And the 5 and the 10 work together. But Yogi Bhajan said that in order to have a human body, we need to go through 8.4 million incarnations. Now granted, a lot of them are as termites and things like that. I've heard that there's like something like 5 tons of termites per human body. Something like that on Earth.
They're all at my house.
That's your house?
Mm-hmm.
Yours too? Yogi Bhajan said that
I have a wood house. You might get it.
that you want 8.4 million incarnations equals 1 light year. And then it takes 100,000 light years to be in a place with the human body where you can reach self-realization. Excuse me. So there's a lot of being and creatures trying to get in here to get a physical body. And it's getting increasingly more difficult to do it. They say that the angels are envious of us having a physical body. And some people would say, like, well, why would they be envious of a body? Because we have all this duality and this polarity and these ups and downs. And one day we're depressed, another day we're excited. One day we're healthy, another day we're not healthy. Why would they want to be a part of this world? But the way I understand it from the yogic knowledge that I've been told is that it's in the polarity and it's in the duality. It's where they meet. And that's what we're talking about today. It's like the center of the hourglass, where the sands are going into one side of it and air is filling the other. It's at that in-between point. And that's where we're talking about today with the gateway into anywhere. And so kind of like today, the way people look at things is if they're in super good shape, then they got it. They don't need to worry about anything. Their cholesterol is going to be good and stuff. But according to the universe, it's all about coming into this physical body and using this body so that we can evolve and advance ourselves. And then we have contracts before we come into this experience. So we may have sicknesses and stuff that we had contracted or contracted to come here so that we could learn these things while we're here. And that's kind of the bigger pictures. And so with angels, they can kind of go wherever they want and experience things, but they can't experience the ecstasy of being in duality and polarity, because that's where the passion is. And that's where, I guess, that's the terminology they use, is the ecstasy, is what's been passed on to me. And so we're here to work through physical things, and whatever our body is, I guess you could say that we earned it. Because whatever we've done, and more importantly, how we've reacted to things that have come into our lives, is locked into our muscles. It's locked into our nervous system and our brain. And so yoga, breathing, sound. The 5th body is also the 5th chakra, the 5th dimension. It's how we communicate, express ourselves. It's the thyroid, the parathyroid. It's the liver, and it's the nervous system and the glandular system. It's all this mixture together. But it's through this place, it's through sound, and it's through listening to ourselves. Listening to our soul. It's how we balance our soul, is by listening as deeply as we can. Because listening and sound, it's also a duality. It happens at the same time. That's kind of that centerpiece of the hourglass, where things come together. So, has anybody ever, that as far as like balance goes, because that's what the 5th body is all about, has anybody ever heard of the 3rd ear? I've heard of the 3rd eye. The 3rd ear? Okay.
Just read another way.
Okay. Well, yogically, it's like, we know that balance, if our ears get messed up, it'll mess up our balance, right? So if you see like somebody who's has a lot of alcohol or something, they kind of lose their balance. Well, the 3rd ear is actually the hair that we have on our whole body. And so it's a device that helps us to listen to vibration and stuff. So we can actually listen to things with every hair on our body. Right? So it's just another level of awareness, the 3rd ear, the 3rd eye. Okay, so it looks like we're going to jump in. I just want to say one more thing, because this whole physical body, we're talking about balance. Right? And we're talking about, okay, we're in this physical place, and sure, we can go from this physical place, this physical body, but we can use this to go to any dimension.